to witness.
Knicks real talk, just enter the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't use our YouTube frugal with stats as usual facts. It's your man, the brand, his hands on, going hard like calluses. Who style this? Aiming at your mental with the game analysis. On a pregame show, read the script, you know we get it like crypto. On the rip though, I side really cryptic, we locked them from the get-go. On the Knicks show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt, the KRT drip club leading up to tip off. We flew by confident, put your Nick content in beast mode like my charm. We a cheat code, we roll the ball too far for you to reach on. We get our teach on the show that's fire. Prior to Knicks going to the wire. Hit the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, so we are popped up from the third eye. You heard why? It's the number one pregame show that's hitting like Soto. But picture the photo of your bros to the lens of that moto. It's the OGs, we out riding in the orange and blue skies. And Metropolitans, we connect in the vets go wallowing. And the madness with the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming on major platforms are fast and fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Knicks kid assassin.
You are now about to witness.
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness.
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness.
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
Yo, salute everybody. Salute. What's good? We are in the building, man. You see our faces. That means you know it's game day. Knicks in New Orleans, Pelicans up down there in New Orleans, man. We're going to get in here and talk about all that good stuff. Talk about this Knicks team and what's moving ahead with them for the night, man, and further on at that for that matter. But let me bring my partner in here so we can really get this thing popping. Mr. Shaw Powers, what's good, my man?
Salute to you, Divine, as always. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's get it.
Yo, let's get it, man. We here, man. Y'all in there, Knicks in there, man. We about to get this thing popping, man. Like I said, Knicks down at the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans, man. We're going to go down here and try to get a win today, man, and get the 23-9 after coming off that pretty tough hard-fought game against the Atlanta Hawks, down in the ATL the other day. We prevailed, though, at the end. Our defense came up when he needed to stop. Though they haven't been playing the best basketball, they made the stop where they needed the other night, so we did prevail and get that victory. We got a lot of things to talk about tonight, man. Not only this team, what's going on around the NBA, a lot of things happening around there as well. But first and foremost, let me salute to everybody in the chat. What's good to the chat, man? Salute to my man Dougie Fresh. What's Doug? What's good, my man? Fizzle, what's good? Salute to my man Shrill PH Sizzle. What's good, my man? Salute to the whole chat, man. Real talk, when we in the building. Crim's dad was in the building earlier. If he's still in, salute to my brother Crim's dad. OD on dialysis, always on the building, repping for us, man. OD, what's good, my brother? Salute, good to see you. Jermaine Royce and my man JR, what's popping, my dude? What's good? We in here, man, and let's get this thing going, man. Listen, we got a game tonight, man. Knicks playing pretty good basketball. 23-9, second in the Eastern Conference. They looking pretty good right now, man. Shot Powers and all that good stuff. But we got a game tonight that I think we on paper we should win, but we pretty banged up as well. So we got a couple of guys coming back like OD, Sam McBride to be back tonight. That's a good thing. Real talk. Let me shoot out Miss Tito's in the building. John, what's good, my man? John, what's good? Then we got my man, Mr. Fritz in the building. Fritz, what's popping? Fritz is in the building, man. What's good, Fritz? And everybody, man. So everybody in the building. But Shop Howard, man, what's good, my man? How is your boy, man? What's happening?
Yeah, it's been an eventful day, man. Everything went well. You know what I mean? What we was talking about, everything is in the pocket. Everything in the pocket right now. So everything is good. I'm glad to be on here with you, Devon, talking about the New York Knicks, man, about what they did and what they could do tonight. I mean, big game tonight. We got some our top dogs down, but as I watch these New York Knicks, I see the fight and the grit in these guys, man. They really on some. Excuse my French, and to the chat, I don't like cursing, but in the background I curse like a sailor. They on some real Knicks shit tonight, man, and I really, I mean, next man up mentality is for real with them, and I am impressed with what the Knicks have been doing these last couple of days with all the guys back, all the guys out. Who it don't make a difference, It's next man up mentality for real.
Fact. You know what's interesting too, man. before we go into all that. We will get into all levels of superlatives and everything like that. But you know, we're having a quiet, nice week, man. Fucking Cat. We had 41 one game, 36 the other game. So he's quietly under the radar. I've been really putting some work in there. Everybody puts some work in, and I got a nice little a cue card, man, about the young guys. So we're gonna get into all that, man, and everything like that. But it's just another game on the doctor tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully we can go on there and don't take this team for granted. This is what you definitely call a trap game. And don't get me wrong, they got trap talent down there. They might not be playing up to what they're capable of, but they got some talent down there in New Orleans. I'm shocked that this team is down there far they are down there, and even with the guys being out. But they got some talent down there, so it's a shame. Like now, you would hear me say one thing on this show, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes when we talk about trades and everything, and I mean this, and they are the prime example. The reason why I always say this on this show, I don't care how talented you are, we want winning players. You just don't get a dude because he's talented, and that's a prime example of the New Orleans Hornets, the New Orleans Pelicans. Pardon me, they got a bunch of talent, but they no winners. Not even Zion haven't even won nothing. None of them. And that's why sometimes I'm always hesitant to say, well, we want to get a player in New York. Nah, has he won anything? I don't care. There's a lot of talented players that have walked through the NBA door of this organization for years, but they just never mounted out to be no winners. And that's one thing I'm really happy about the team that we have. If you look at the guys that we have on this team, we got a bunch of winners. Jalen Brunson did it at every level. Cat did it at every level. OG did it at every level. Mikal did it at every level. These guys is winners, man. They won on levels, you know what I mean? And that's what's impressive about this team to me is that we got a bunch of winners. So I get all the hype about all these talented NBA players, but that's all they are, talented. Everybody in the NBA is talented. That's why they made it there. But not everybody can do what we want them to do. And we got a bunch of dogs over here that's going to get it done for us on the winning side of the ball. So I say all that to say that game tonight is definitely what I'm looking at tonight with the New Orleans Pelicans talented roster, man. It's a crazy, obviously, you know, you're talking about Zion, Herb Jones, Devontae Murray. Yeah, they not playing though, them guys, but it's a bunch of dudes down there, man. I'm like, and it's a shame that Willie Green couldn't pull all that together for them guys, man. But I had to go to show you sometimes it's a mentality of the players. And I'll say all that to say that we got a team down tonight we can't sleep on, and it's a trap game. That's the reason why I brought all that to the forefront to let you know why it can be a trap game, because they got trap talent down there. And if we don't be on our A game tonight, we mess around, them dudes take us up out of there tonight, and they 8 and something. So wait till we get into all that too and everything. But let me shout out my people in the chat. We really get it going. Nick Nation, the sensation is in the building. Nick Nation, NYC B-Ball, my brother, as always. Thank you for the super chat. My man always helping us keep the lights on. My man Jay Chosen one is in the building. Jay, what's good? Size 9, what's popping? Salute to everybody. Linda Lynn, good to see you, sister. What's good? What's good? And everybody in the chat, man, thank y'all for coming in. Shout Power, like I said, it's going to be a good game tonight. I'm expecting for our guys to go down there and get it popping real quick. Let me shout out Johnny D was in the building. DeVale was good. Rodriguez, my man, was popping, my dude. You know, everybody, man, real talk. But it's going to be one of those games tonight, man. We can't sleep on these boys. If, you know, they go out there and they ain't got nothing. They don't have nothing to lose. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't winning nothing. So they can go out there and play loosely, freely. Got a bunch of young guys down there that's taking the place of a lot of the guys down there that's out. So, like I said, this is truly a trap game because you do got a couple of dudes in there who really can get it going. Zion still having a good year, and Trey Murphy III still having a good year. They got some guys that's filling in for some of these guys. Obviously, Sadiq Bey having a better year, but they putting up numbers on the losing team, though. You know what I mean? So, and that's always pretty much the case when you got a team that's not really playing for something. You know, everybody getting buckets and everything like that because they're not going nowhere. So everybody playing freely. And Luna Jean, just salutes Luna. What's good? Appreciate you coming in, sister. Real talk. Luna, appreciate you. But yeah, shout out, man. Just gotta be careful tonight, man. But it's gonna be a fun game to watch overall because there's a lot of talent out there tonight.
Yeah, Divine. You the emphasis is the truth. This is a trap game. This team with the guys on paper, we talked about on paper in the beginning of the season, you know, before anybody played. But on paper, this team looks like they could be a little better than what they are. Looks like they could be at least a 500 team or something. I don't even think they're a 500 team. So, you know, this is a game that we really have to watch out for because we're down a couple of players. We got a couple of players back, and it's the New York Knicks going somewhere. You know this team want to get up. You know Zion want to score 540 points tonight and 13 rebounds. You want to have the best NBA All-Star, All-NBA team against the New York Knicks. Everybody's going to want to perform tonight. But the difference is the defense is different. The offense is elite. And the guys step up. Big games for all our players last game, man. I mean, everybody that touched the court had a big segment on the court. You know what I mean? And I don't believe that the Knicks is going to fall for a letdown game against a team like this. I think the next time the Knicks the next time the Knicks lose is going to be against over 500 or a contention-minded team, a team that's going to be contending this year. So I'm not worried about this team. I'm not sleeping on them. Like I said, these guys are a good team. I'm not sleeping on them. I'm not going to stray away from it, but I do think the Knicks are going to get out there and play some good basketball tonight because that's what the Knicks is showing me, and I don't think they're going to give me a letdown.
Yeah, that's facts. In fact, I got I think these guys come to play tonight, and I'm confident with that. But you already know what it is, man. The Knicks gonna go out there and go hard like we always do, try to get this thing popping, man. So I think they will. And it is what it is, man. It's game night, game day. And that's what we're gonna do tonight, man. There you go, right there, ladies and gentlemen. Knicks and Pelicans gonna get it done tonight, man. They go there and fight and scrap and see where it goes. Those games on Knicksville Talk. Knicks and Pelicans are definitely in the building tonight at the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. They're going down there to turn it up a little bit, man, and all that good stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that game. Like I said, you know what it is already, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is streaming on MSG TV, is on MSG Plus, the NBA League Pass, and it is streaming on League Pass. All those who need to know where they can watch the game at tonight, that's where it's going to get it popping tonight, man. But I think these guys right here, like I said, they're going to go out there and get it done tonight, man. And I think we got to be ready for these guys. Like somebody said in the chat, they have been winning some pretty good games, close games, and things of that nature. So we definitely got to be ready for them. Because they're gonna want to go out there and throw a glitch in the matrix tonight. You know what I mean? And we can't allow that. So we got to be on our Keanu Reeves shit tonight and everything like that, man. Go out there and get these cats up out there. Don't play with your food. Don't even play with. Just go out there and do what you do and try to win this game so we can get up out of there and everything like that, man. Because it's gonna be a pretty tough game the next game when we go up against San Antonio. So I'm going to talk about the NBA and everything that happened last night, what's going on in the standards. For later on down the show, when I open up the panel and the fellas get in here, we could talk about all that stuff. But it's one thing I do want to talk about. Shaw Powell, before we get to that part of the show, and they can also talk about it once they get here. But let me say this right here, ladies and gentlemen, and I say this with a lot of respect. Here you go, right here. Listen, I apologize for that. There you go, right there. Salute to the YGs, man. Real talk. Salute to the YGs. The Knicks are in great hands right there. That you can see on the thumbnail. We are in great hands, ladies and gentlemen. Them three young men right there is really, really stepping up when all our players go down. When we got Josh Hart out, we had McBride out, Shamit, OG out, and them three young men on the screen right there. Our future look good. That's all I can say. The Knicks are in great hands, man. The future, them three dudes right there. The only reason I didn't put the other guys in because they're not getting burned like these guys are. These three guys are getting burned. One of them just recently got burned. I had a hell of a game the other night. And I've been a big McCullough fan. I thought he was. When the Knicks got him, I was like, man, what I'm happy to shout out real quick is that salute to Leon Rose, salute to that whole organization for sticking by these young men, especially McCullough. With all the injuries that young man had, they stuck by that young man, let him develop in the G League, let him get his body back in shape. And the other night, ladies and gentlemen, that body is something. His skill set is something. So I'm excited about what I've seen from him. And I know he always had it because I just see the little peaks of this game, Shop Hours, as we watch in the Summer League and here and there. We in a good place in New York right now. And student Tyler Kolek, he found his rhythm in the Knicks uniform. The War finding his rhythm in the Knicks uniform, and McCullough going to find his and beyond. So I say all that to say is that what a phenomenal group of young men that we got on this Knicks team, man. And I'm just hoping I got the wrong band up there. I'm apology. I meant to put this up there. You go salute to the YGs, man. And then the young guns down there, because they are really doing it, man. I'm excited about these dudes, man. Shop House. So let's hope that. With these guys being out like Josh Hart and all these guys get to continue and just developing their game. So when playoffs get here, they pretty much got their feet wet. They understand the NBA by the time the playoffs get here. So salute to Mike Brown as well for believing in these guys, believing in that next man up mentality, Shot Powers. He's definitely taking it and running with it, man. Salute to them guys.
I mean, what can you say about these three? First of all, like you said, Divine, can we get some respect on what Leon Rose has done? Remember a couple of years ago, we didn't make no trades. We had all these things. We moved the picks. We couldn't keep the picks. And then last year, when we picked up these guys 2 years ago, it was like, oh man, Knicks had 3 picks and ended up with 5 guys. Look at these guys that's blossoming. Not giving no shade to Tom Thibodeau, but I'm glad that this year, under his second year, he's coming out the box. Look at Tyler Kolek. I mean, in the beginning of the year, he was one of the main people wondering if they was going to trade him. Not so much Tyler Kolek because of his money that he makes, but his name was out there. DeWara, a big pickup this year. And now McCullough coming in here. And I believe McCullough, in my opinion, I'm no guru or nothing like that, but I think McCullough's coming up this year once they make a trade. If they move out 2 guys, they're going to have to bring up someone to fill in a roster spot, and maybe even 2 guys. And there's so many things that's out there that you can probably picture what they're going to do. But with that being said, I think McCullough game he played last game was phenomenal. He looked like a Josh Hart light, right? Yeah, he shot the ball well. He was a dog on the boards. He was on defense. And boy, oh boy, he looked like he was ready for it. So that is absolutely a backup for Josh Hart. A backup right there. Backup for Josh Hart, a backup for Jalen Brunson, and a backup for OG Anunoby. So let's get it.
Yeah, man. Real talk, man. Yeah, just salute to them guys, man. A salute to everybody in the chat, too. AP, what's good, my brother? Queen Darlene, what's good? Good to see you. What's good, man? Salute everybody in the building. And everybody stepped in the building. Jeremy's house is definitely in the building. Salute Jeremy. Celso, what's good, my dude? What's good, fam? Pop, what's good with you? Salute everybody in the building, man. Real talk, man. We in here. Knicks in here. Y'all in here. The chat is in here. We in here heavy, man. We better go in here in New Orleans, man, and take these little birds they got flying around there and see if we can clip them wings off them dudes and put them back in them swamps or whatever the hell they be flying out of. We're gonna be on our what you call our man Scarface shit. The little Pelican fly. So we're gonna be on all that. Get your rugs. What's good? Matt Nick fan, let's go. Let's good. What's good? Brian Acosta, my brother, as always. Thank you for helping keep the lights on. But yeah, Shot Power, it's gonna be a good game tonight, man. Regardless of what their record is, they still it's an NBA team. They still got things going on down there. They got talent down there. Obviously, they got the Zion down there and all that. But I'm just like I said earlier, it's amazing that all the talent they got down there, they just couldn't put this thing together the way they needed to. But it happens, and I think with Willie Green leaving, and now and all that stuff, it's kind of different atmosphere down there. They're going toward the lottery, and rightfully so. So that might be a team that either I don't know what their ownership might be thinking about right now. Do they ownership think about blowing it up, or I believe they got a lot of talent down there, or do that ownership saying, listen, we might just need another great coach in here. Because like I said, listen, you look at the guy that they got on that team with Zion, Murphy, Herb Jones, Devontae Murray, Alvarado, Messi. They got a bunch of talent down there, ladies and gentlemen. They really do. And it's just a shame they couldn't put it all together. But I don't want them to put it together tonight, though. Forget all that mess. Thank you, Fritz. Said they traded their lottery pick. That's even worse. Thank you, Fritz. See, that's what I mean. So that's just a shame. You traded your lottery pick and you headed that way. That means your ownership just didn't know what the hell they were doing. You know what I mean? You in the bottom lower echelon of the league, only got 8 wins out of 25 losses, and you in the lottery damn near, and you don't even got the pick. Fritz said. So that just go to show you, man, why we should be happy with the organization that we have and the way they operate right now. Ever since, much as we might want to throw the dirt at Phil Jackson, one thing I'll give him credit for, he said we're not trading away no picks. And he started building them picks up. And Scott Perry came behind and started building them picks up. Look what them picks turned into. It turned into the Mikal Bridges of the world, the Cats of the world, whatever, the OGs of the world, with some of them guys we had to send with them. So like I say all that to say that they organization is just in the no, they're going the wrong way, Shot Power. So that's their problem, not ours. We need to go in there tonight and make sure we keep them going in the wrong direction. And go out there and bust them up tonight and get them up out there and get our 23rd win. That's what I want to see tonight.
Yeah, I concur. I think we need to get in there and beat this team up. You know what I mean? We don't play with your food. Don't get in there and act like oh, this team, they got some stars there. Yeah, I'm telling you, watch Zion tonight. Yeah, watch Trey. I think Trey Murphy is playing. Watch these guys play some basketball tonight against the New York Knicks. You know what I mean? This is not going to be something easy. Maybe it might be easier towards the fourth quarter if we apply the pressure. But if we don't, like Devon always say, if you don't come with your A game, get your butt whipped.
Facts.
That's a fact. And I mean, so it's not that this team is a garbage team. They're just going in the wrong way because of the organization. It's not because of the players. It's the organization. I haven't paid so much attention to it, but you can look at it. Look at what they have. First, let's say they don't got that means that they don't have no organization. Who the same person that's doing for what Leon Rose is doing for us is not doing for them. They got the guys over there, but now they don't have the coaching. They don't have the coaching staff. Something's going on because they got. There's a couple of players over there. If they're available, I would love to have them on the Knicks. They have some good plays. Trey Murphy the third. You want one? He's a great player. Zion has been hurt a lot and stuff like that. His name is out there in trades, but when Zion's on the court, he's lethal. And I mean, they traded away some players over there. You know what I mean? The guy that went to the Raptors over there, they did, and McCullough and all these guys that. Right, you know what I mean? All these guys that they let go, but who knows what's going to go on? I just, like you said, Devon, I do not want this game to be the game that they think they can go on a 9-game winning streak and start with the New York Knicks. That I don't want to happen. You know what I mean? I don't want that to happen tonight. So let's get out there. Like I said, I think the Knicks should handily, I don't want to say handily beat this team, but it should be a easier win than what it was the last game. You know what I mean? And I'm definitely out there looking forward to the Knicks to get out there and play some good basketball.
Yeah, real talk, man. I tell you what, man. For us against them guys, it's just not to take it for granted. You know what I mean? Because like I said, they got talent down there, and I can't say that enough. Mr. Krim's dad, thank you for the super chat, my brother. As always, thank you for first of all being a member and always helping us, man. Support the show, Krim. We appreciate you, and thanks NYC B-Ball as well. And salute everybody in the building. But you know it was crazy to me though. I'm surprised that New Orleans still in New Orleans, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, they literally should take them out. That's the New Orleans. That's New Orleans Saints country. I think they need to just get them up out of there, man. That's why they don't have them seated like that, man. I mean, they done had Paul down there, Anthony Davis down there. They had a bunch of talent down there, but I don't think that's a basketball city, man. And I think they probably need to get in. If they do it expansion, moving back to Seattle, move them to Seattle. If you're not gonna take Seattle or Oklahoma City, who was the original Seattle Supersonics, they probably need to move them out. Put them in Vegas. You know what I mean? You got the Aces down there, you got the Raiders down there. Might as well take them right and from New Orleans and roll right to to LA to Las Vegas and put them where the Raiders is at. Because they like I said, but it sucks their organization the way they are, but that's their problem, not ours. But salute to everybody in the chat. Like I said, Krim Dad, thank you for the super chat. Peace to the God, Allah wise, Allah, what's good, man? Salute to you. And everybody else. Nick Yak, what's good, my man? Forgot to shout my brother. Fabian, my brother, I see you, man. What's poppin', Fabe? Good to see you as well. D Ross, my man, as always, thank you for coming in as well. You never want to leave nobody out, man. Listen, we only got about 6 minutes to get into the panel, so I'm going to get the injury report and everything out of there.
Let's get it.
Get back at it, man. It's Divine Shot Powers, Knicks, New Orleans Pelicans, Smoothie King Center in New Orleans, man. And we're going to go out there and try to get the boys up out of there. So let's go ahead and get down with the injury reports and the starting lineup. Don't go nowhere, man. It's only going to take a minute, man. Y'all hang in there. Get back with us. We finish, open up the panel. We get it popping, man. Let's get it. We'll be right back. I got the wrong one. I apologize for that. There you go. I think I'm doing this right. Something didn't go. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get that fixed. I think I didn't put it in there, and I thought I did. So you have to bear with me for a minute, and I get this thing going. We can get it popping. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, salute to everybody, man. Y'all pardon me for that little mishap right there.
Yeah, we'll get right to it, family. Know what I mean? There you go. How you doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, let me make a correction. That was the prior one I had did before I made adjustment. Mitchell Robinson is out with an ankle. Game time decision for Tyler Kolek. Deuce Bryder's game time decision. Josh Hart is out. Randy Shamit is out. For the New Orleans Pelicans, Devontae Murray has been out. Herb Jones has been out, and Alvarado is on suspension. I just literally forgot I clicked the wrong button, put the wrong one in there, so I apologize. Everything else is accurate. Lineups and injury report, just the injury report, I forgot to put the one in there, but the stats and everything is there, everything like that. But like I said, Alvarado is on suspension. Devontae Murray been out, and Herb Jones been out. For the New York Knicks, Mitchell Robinson ankle is out. Like I said, Shamit is out. And I think game time decision for everybody else, and Josh Hart is out. Pardon me, but game time decision for Tyler Kolek and Deuce Bride. There you go. Yeah, but other than that, man, like I said, we got some Warriors down, but we got some Warriors coming there stepping up. And that's a good thing. But let me shout out Prezi, the boss, of course, is in the building. Prezi, what's good, my man? Salute to you. And Ben Zero, what's good, man? Appreciate you coming in the chat, Ben Zero. First time seeing the chat, but appreciate you coming in, Ben Zero, for real. And salute to everybody else in the building. If I didn't shout you out, salute to everybody. But yeah, man, so we gotta say next man up mentality. These young guys have been stepping up. I think Josh Hart told the guys told Josh Hart told the young guys, we need y'all to come up and be part of the thing and come out there and represent. And they've been representing. Tyler Cole has definitely been representing. And Muhammad been playing well. I'm impressed with. I've been liking Muhammad. I like his length, his agility. I like his game. I think he's gonna be okay in New York. I think the three guys that I put up on the screen earlier, I think they all gonna have a place in this organization, man. And I think rightfully so, because them the guys you want to see here, and I think they stepping up at the right time. And I think that's what it really is. I don't think he hurt neither Nick Yak. That's what they put on the injury report. I think it's more about him just resting, because I know we got a big game next couple of days from now against the San Antonio Spurs, against Wembyamba. So I think Knicks did the right thing. I don't think he hurt neither. I think that's what they did, do that to put on an injury report. So I agree with you on that, Nick Yak. But because I know with the next game coming up going to be a pretty huge one for us. This is a huge one too. All the games are huge, you ask me, just due to the reason what's going on in the NBA and all that stuff, man. And like I said, we're going to jump into that when the guys get on, really talk about what's going on in the league, because there's some interesting things. And like I said, I was score watching all last night. Detroit took an L against Kawhi Leonard, 55-point bucket game on them. Boston lost last night at all. Man, we like I said, let each other beat each other up. You don't worry about all them dudes. We just keep doing what we do, let them kids beat each other up. That's why we're going to wind up where we're going to be at when it's all said and done. When the smoke settles, the dust clears, we'll be right where we need to be, to let them keep cats beat each other up. But it is interesting to talk about the NBA, man. I really want to get into that later on. But other than that, our guys tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we got to go out there and cross T's and dot I's. Just go out there and don't take nothing for granted. Go out there and get these cats the business. Don't go down there and eat no gumbo tonight. None of that. Don't go on Bourbon Street acting crazy. Go on there and handle your business. Get ready, get on over to San Antonio, and because you got a tough game coming up against them Shot Power. So that's what we need to make it happen tonight.
Yeah, that's a fact. No bees, none of that stuff. There's always something going on out there. So just don't do none of that. We got to win. I ain't gonna say we got to win, but I'm hopeful that the Knicks can get together and put a good string of quarters together to win tonight.
Mm-hmm.
The matchup tonight for me is the one that you showed on the screen, OG and Zion. That is the matchup for me. We quote unquote cut the head off the snake, and what else they gonna do? I don't think I don't want to say that anyone else can go crazy tonight, but I don't. Trey Murphy is another guy you got to watch out for. But aside from just the particular, I don't know the team that well, so I don't want to say anything out of ordinary, because I don't really know the team. But from what it looks like, if you stop Zion, if you can contain Trey, Alvarado's out. He punched some dude in the face that they was fighting. He threw an overhand. He's a little feisty little dude. I forgot who he was. Nothing in the face. Anyway, Knicks get out to this, play some good basketball. That's all I'm looking for. Next man up, and let's see a little bit more of the guys off the bench.
Yep, facts. Hey, salute Drip. What's good, my man? Drip more than the building, never less is in the building. Drip, what's good, my man? Let me tell you, man. Jeremiah Spears is a handful of the point guard they got there, and Derek Queen playing the center spot for them, and even McGowan, them D cats. they playing loose because they on a losing team, so they get to showcase their talent. And think about the coach that they just got there because my man got fired. So they that team is like they play like a loose cannon, put it like that. They just so loose right now with their stuff. And you got to watch out for these guys. That's the type of team you got to be careful of, these guys that's loose like that. Because they don't have nothing to lose. They just go out there and play. And sometimes like that, they go out there playing freely. But at the same time, they ain't got no structure down there. It's gonna be a problem. I think tonight, regardless of who we got out tonight, they're gonna run into a buzzsaw tonight. So let me throw the link in the chat, man. I'm gonna Gavin, but if I got past the 15, excuse me about that part. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel was good. Daniel was popping, man. Good to see you in the chat and everything like that. Yeah, child, we can't take you guys for granted tonight. Go out there and play about Brunson doing what Brunson doing, and I think that the Jalen Brunson is really killing this thing. They shop out. He quietly, our team is playing so good in a sense that he is going to notice the way Jalen Brunson is playing basketball. Him and Big Cat. Big Cat had like 40 this week, 36 the other night. Jalen Brunson had 34. I mean, these cats are playing, man. Because you know why it's crazy? Because the other young guys, I think the young guys, like, I think last week, greatest Brunson and Cat played. You know why you didn't hear nothing about them all last week? Because of Tyler Kolek. The Tyler Kolek energy made you think like Brunson and Cat didn't even have a good week last year. Last week, I meant to say, it's part of me. Last week because Tyler Kolek wasn't there doing this thing. You know what I mean? So, and that was a big surprise for our team and our fan base, because you know what? We all love these young guys, and so it seemed like these cats wasn't balling. But like I said, Big Cat dropped 40 on somebody last week, and he had 30, followed up with 36 last night. All these guys been playing pretty well. So we just got to keep shining, keep building, keep prospering, and take it one game at a time. I do want to one thing I do shout out. I'm really concerned about. I want to say concern is our defense. Our defense kind of been giving up a little bit too many points here and there. 124 to them guys the other night. Miami 125. Somebody else a couple of points here and there. So I'm a little concerned about that. Not a major concern, but I do think that we need to amp that up and get back to really locking up dudes like that, man, because I don't want that to go the other way. But our offense is prolific, so I think we'll be okay for a while. But if we're going to be in games like that one against Atlanta Hawks, and that's the type of win we're going to have to win. If our defense don't come to play, we're going to be in them dog fights like that. You know what I mean? And sometimes them dog fights don't always go your way, especially when them dogs get you by the neck, you know what I'm saying, and lock you down like a pit or something. Then you can't do nothing on the other side of the ball neither. So we got to get it better on the defense side of the ball. I think we will. I just know that right now we're just going through that little lack, that valley, which me and you would say peaks and valleys. Well, our defense is really almost in the valley right now, so we just have to get back out of that valley defensively. But we still only giving up 113. I think the fourth best defense rating in the East point wise. Boston, Toronto, Detroit, then us, and believe it or not, Nets probably tie with us down there at the bottom. They're down at the bottom, but their defense only giving up 113 to 113.7. So we right around fourth in the East defense-wise, but our offense is number one in the East, so that's a good thing. But let me bring Jay Cholder in the building. Jay Cholder, what's good, my man? Salute, what's good, my brother?
What's good? Salute. Everything good?
Yeah,
everything good.
You know what it is.
Yes, sir.
Knicks night. You know what it is.
Yes, sir.
Gotta start off right off the top. What a game. McCullough Jr., baby. We've been waiting for a long time to see this young man play. I know that throughout the time we've been talking about, because everybody wants to be a G. We like to play couch GM and couch coach and all this other stuff. Who should we trade? Who we should whatever. When you watch that young man play last night, first of all, he's Josh Hart-esque, but he looked like a linebacker. Like a linebacker. I mean, this dude was just a specimen. He's just strong. He looked like a boxer, and he was diving into the. He did whatever it took. And his line, if you look at his line afterwards, you would say, that's a guy that plays on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. That's a guy who obviously the bright lights don't bother him, but plays on the regular basis. To get 13-8 and a couple of other things in between and play 23 some minutes, that's a guy who plays. So, you know, to me, I was incredibly impressed. That's indeed, there's no doubt about it. We got to be excited about that. To be able to start a guy, we keep talking about we need a 6'9", 6'8" guy, a 6'8", 6'9", 6'10" guy. Well, there he is on the right over there in the other thumb. Then we need a backup point guard. There he is, right in the middle, right with the two hands. Now we need someone who's a dog.
Small forward.
Right, a small forward and a dog. There he is right there in the left. Matter of fact, I'll give you this. Diawara plays smooth, fast, and can get to the bucket. The two guys in the middle and the left, they're dogs. They're all dogs, but they're all different dogs. And I can't wait to see what they do. I'm going to tell you, like I say this, and I know that Nick Nation want to get, I'm going to just say this. Two things could be right at the same time. Could we make a move and get somebody? Sure. Do we need to make a move? No. So that's what I'm gonna start off with. Peace to the chat. Happy holidays again to everybody. Be safe, stay warm, and it's good to see my brothers. Let's talk next.
Yes, sir. Let's bring Mr. Nick Nation in the building. Mr. Nation, the sensation, in here with the gravitation. What's good, my man? What's popping?
What's good, fam? How y'all doing?
Good.
I'm trying my little new earphones here. You know what I mean? Trying.
That means you bugging out.
I'm out here wilding.
Right.
I ain't even going front though. This has been like, excuse my French a little bit, but this has been like one of those, you know how the Knicks are playing and doing right now. This is like one of those wet dreams that you wake up from and like, yo, what? It was good. It was so good. Like, yo, because you got the youth coming in, contributing.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? My man McCullough came in with the energy. And I think that's what I said. I said that Brown would be seeking, energy. And he came in, bam, 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 bam. The energy was there. I figured Kolek would struggle a little bit because, teams are picking up. They're going to focus on him more, and being away. But otherwise than that, you know what I mean? But he still stayed composed, which is a good thing. So I'm beyond pleasantly surprised. Diawara, you know what I mean? He came in, gave us solid minutes, started. I was definitely hyped over that. And let me tell you something. I'm such a hater too. So I'm like you, Divine. I was sitting out there watching the Celtic game, watched them take that L. I switched over later, went to Detroit game, watched the Detroit game, watched them take that L. I was like, whoo. It's
L
like they
City,
woke up L City. It's like they woke up the Clippers, man. It was like, damn. Clippers. I tell you this, man. He looked like what's his name? That was used to play. Well, he was Toronto, all of them, what's his name? But he's been with the Clippers. His knee was up. But last night, that 50, what did he have? 56?
55.
55,
Leonard,
right?
Yeah,
Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard looked like Kawhi Leonard last night, bro.
He did, bro.
Them hands, man. It's his hand size that he's a problem. And let me tell you something. They physically tried to lean on him too. I watched that game, and he still gave them the business, which I was pleasantly happy about. Cheering it on. You know what I mean? I was a Clippers fan last night. Yeah, give them the business. So you know what I mean. But as far as our Knicks, man, we look good. I think Robinson. This is what this is. They're gonna give him. There are no real 2 days apart. So, they try, they're working with him. So we can't, you can't knock it. And with this team and with this record, this is an opportune time to give him that rest so we can get a few days. And
I concur.
So, yeah. And this team tonight, once again, like I said, I called Cat's number before. He had a hell of a game. I'm calling Cat's name again because I don't see nobody, I look at that team, but I don't see nobody handling him like that.
No.
Oh yeah, and to Shaw Powers, it was Mark Williams. That's who he got into it with, if I remember right.
Oh yeah. He could clock him. He went up under him.
Yep. Yep.
Yo,
Yep.
his
He
whole-
grabbed
yo.
it. He grabbed it. Tried to give him a 2-piece. I was like, yo,
all right.
this dude
And
is
I kept
wild.
thinking
Called
if
him,
we
dude.
ever
He
picked
called
him
him.
up
He
to
called-
be center and he would have hit him then, oh my
Man, I
God.
know he called him. He called the big dude. He called him. He's like,
Nah, hey, the only reason he punched Mark Williams like that, because he said, damn, Tyler Kohler done took my damn trip to New York. I'm mad at him.
Right. He
Tight.
angry.
Yeah.
He was thinking about Tyler Kohler when he punched Mark Williams. Man, you motherfucker, you messed me up.
He
I
was
was about
like-
to go to New York.
He thought he was
Word of mother,
going to
said,
get
"You
that
effed up
Rose
my
con pollo.
championship."
He thought he was getting them fried pork chops and Rose con pollo
Right.
up there in the Heights. And they was like, nah, B, you done.
B,
You ain't gonna make the
good.
Heights. I'm sorry. Thought he was going to
Tyler
back to
Kohler-
Washington Heights. It was over for him, though.
Right. He said Tyler Kohler got a chopped cheese in Arizona, so he's like, fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. It was a wrap, B.
Yeah, I rock. But he
was
got
a
that's
wrap,
all we know. I'm glad we ain't got that
Yeah.
pesky little joke in our face
No.
tonight, though. He's
Yeah,
a
no.
pesky dude, man. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
glad he out tonight.
He's not even going to be in the building. Yeah, that was him. So, yeah. I'm definitely
He
happy
couldn't even
about that.
chew a
But we look
chopped
good,
cheese
though.
after
Man.
that. He couldn't even chew a chopped
We look
cheese
good.
after that.
No complaints, no nothing. We just look good. We just got to keep grinding, bro. And you know what I mean? And you look at the coaching staff or how they, you know what I mean? They work that. They work that game. They work that game. He never stops coaching, which I love.
You definitely see the difference of the way this team coaches now. You see, oh man, I forgot all their names now. I just had all. You see the defensive coach talk. You see the offensive coach talk, and then you see Mike Brown come in there and be like, "Yeah, and to go streamline, go one-on-one, go around and it's beautiful because after a timeout, they look good. I mean, you know, it's still the NBA, but majority of the time when they come out, they listen and they put it, they make it effective. I mean, they implement what they do. And
isn't it amazing what a cohesive organization can look like and do things together? A cohesive organization. And I repeat that word, cohesive, because it definitely looks and feels like more of a cohesive, you know what I mean, plan, and everything is coming together. Like I say, we used to say on the A team, I love it when a plan comes together. And right now, this plan is coming together. Damn, I'm showing my age. Sorry about that.
Hey, it takes a village to raise a child. Them coaches raising the shit out of them players. Because them young boys out there get it done. Even it's just so much continuity and camaraderie and chemistry and all that stuff, man. Salute to these guys from 2020 to now. 2020 when Leon Rose and Tibbs walked up in the moment, they changed that whole culture of that organization. Boy, them people who are about business, Brock Aller, Klein, all the scouts in there, Walt Perry, and all these guys. They just took the Knicks from being just a yes man organization to literally a structural business brand organization with scouts all over the place. I'm gonna tell you what I knew the Knicks was gonna be good real quick when we get back to the topic. When I seen Leon Rose always at the combine, at the draft, and scouting players. He was out there in Vegas with all them dudes. You know what I mean? They bring the players out there with them when Vegas Summer League, all them cats sitting out there watching the young guys. So I knew we was headed in the right direction that year when them cats took over. So it's really paying dividends now. Let's hope that they keep it going and all that good stuff, man, because it's a beautiful thing. Before tonight's game, we got to go out there and just do what we do, man. Cross T's and dot I's. Don't take these guys for granted tonight because, like I said, they are NBA talent. It might not be winning talent right now, but they are talent. And like I said, we missing some guys that's important to our team. But I think we get Deuce Bryan back, like Dial said tonight. We get him back in the fold tonight. Let's hope that we can win with the guys we got, because I think it's always going to be about a committee thing, no matter what Jalen Brunson and Big Cat still with a committee thing. Because much as Jalen Brunson and Cat had a pop the other night, he still needed our guys like McCullough to do the things he did the other night. So we are always hope that everybody coming in the fold and play and bring their A game that night. AP, I'm so disappointed with that because I don't know if it got anything to do with the depth of the roster AP, but with Pacome, I don't know what to say about that, man. I'm really puzzled about that because, like I said, it's times where I thought he could even get in the game and play. They don't play him. And I think I said that the other day. It's not a knock on Pacome because I'm more frustrated that the young man is not getting a chance to show his abilities than like the other guys. But what is it with that situation? We'll talk about that later on down the line. But AP, I'm dead with you on that. I don't know if that something they see in practice that we don't see as fans out here.
because we're not in Tarrytown, we're not in the practice building with the guys. Much as we say people are talented, and that goes back to what I said earlier. You could be talented, but do you do winning things to win a basketball game? Because everybody can get buckets. That's why everybody can get buckets. That's why they're in the NBA. You know what I mean? But what can you do to put a W up instead of an L on your basketball team? And I think that's so important. Because I remember when I was growing up, guys like Chris Washburn, Shackelford, these dudes was nice, but they didn't have it here, and their mental game wasn't really part of the NBA. That's why they didn't get to go to places they wanted to go. We had a lot of guys that had a mental game and a winning attitude, but they got uber talented, but they didn't have uber intellect, and that's what happens, I think. But for Pacoma, I don't know, man. Like I said, I can't wrap my head around that because he was here before Dewara was. Let's not get it twisted. He was healthy when Pacome wasn't healthy. When McCullough wasn't healthy, he still didn't get no burn. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know about that, man. I hope he get it. I hope he get a chance sooner or later because I guess what they're gonna. The only thing I can think is McCullough, Josh Hart, Tyler Kolek is
Brunson,
and Dewara is OG. Maybe because McHale don't get injured, he ain't getting no burn.
No.
You know, I don't know, man.
They're gonna have to do something with them soon because, like you said, we don't know what they're seeing. Because if they're seeing something in McCullough, who just got back and he got 23 minutes, but this young man has been there the whole year and has gotten like maybe 10 minutes here and there, or like 5 minutes here and there, they got to be seeing something, you know. And if it's fixable, they'll work on it. If it's not fixable, another team will work on it. And that's just how it's going to be.
And I don't even think it's about his talent. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, I don't think it's about his talent. Pacone Daddy can get down, ladies and gentlemen. I need y'all to make sure y'all listen to me what I'm saying so y'all don't think we throwing darts at him. Pacone Daddy can play basketball.
Yep.
He's a skilled young man. But that still don't justify why he not getting no burn this year when it's a lot of dudes that was injured. Now it might be something Mike Brown that might be seeing. Now it might not have anything to do with his skills. Something like I said earlier, sometimes it's not about your skills. Some people just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yabusele, wrong place at the wrong time. But Cone Daddy just might be in the wrong. He might be in the right place at the wrong time or wrong place, whatever. He might not be on a team where he need to be right now. He might need to showcase his talent with a team that's not deep as ours. We got a deep roster, and he can't play 11 guys all the time. So, so it might be one of the things, Shot Powers and everybody, being that we're talking about it, Nick Nation, that he might just be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah,
and it happens. Yeah. Because it's not a skill to do. Become Daddy, when he first got to the league, I was like, I love this dude, man. He's gonna be it for the Knicks. Because I just thought he got everything it takes, but sometimes you in the wrong situation. You know where he need to be at right now, to be honest with you? On the Brooklyn Nets. Because he get minutes.
Facts.
He might be
100%.
on a team that he can display his defense, or he can display his talent. He ain't gonna display it in New York because it's too deep. Too deep. Yeah. Look at Hawk Purdy. Hawk Purdy not even getting a lot of minutes. You got a deep roster there, ladies and gentlemen. And when you got a championship roster like we have, guys like him who the coach just don't see nothing, just don't get the burn. I don't know. So other than that, I don't want to harp on him too long.
It just looks like he's his conscious, like his anxiety. So when you're young like that and you come on to the court and these lights are bright, your heart is moving so fast that's what it looks like for him a lot of times, is because they've always talked about it. His shooting matrix was better than Deuce's in practice, they say, but it just hasn't translated over to the court. Also, he hasn't had minutes like that. So he needs to be out there, and it needs to be a thing for him, because then it would take for his heart rate and a lot of other things, his anxiety, his, to calm down. But unfortunately, on this team right now, in the midst of where we are, I don't know if we can pause for that. So therefore, like you said, him being on the Nets, where winning is not the ultimate goal. It's more about development.
Well,
he would do wonders probably on some place like that. It's just he probably just needs a new environment. You know what I mean? You
He
know,
can go to the team we're playing tonight. We go to the team
I don't know what it is. I don't know what he's not doing or what he is doing to keep him off the court. But the Knicks know. Mike Brown sees it, and the rest of the coaches see it. So if they are not letting him on the court, he did get some starts. Remember, he had some starts in the beginning of the year and preseason and stuff like that. So who am I to say if he's going to get any burn or not? If they're choosing, just like Yabusele, just like Pacone, if they're choosing Dewara and they're now choosing Junior to play in front of these guys that already been on the team or something like that, who am I to say anything about what Mike Brown is putting on the table? Because he must see something that we are just talking about. So I'm just saying that. I'm not knocking what Mike Brown is doing because what's the record? The Knicks record right now?
Right. I mean, they're winning. That's the
22-9.
22-9.
That is one of the best. Anyway, I'm not even gonna go that far. It is just so happens, like Devon said, and like all of us are saying, it just so happens that he's not shining when the lights are that bright. He's not getting out there. Junior the other night went full the other night. You seen him on the court, he's like,
yeah, word, man.
Like that, right? Yeah. All right. I see that from Pacone. Pacone had I rooted for him too. Pat-Man, that's I like where you're not doing that. Yabusele is out of the lineup. Why? Because he's not fitting in the scheme of things. So what's going to happen to these guys? You think they're going to let that $8 million go into the next year or something like that? I don't think so.
No way.
I'm not advocating for no trades for those two guys, not like that. But
you know what's interesting, real quick. Now we get to change the topic, but here's the thing about Capone two-shot power compared to all the rookies that came in here. Whether it was Quentin Grimes, whether it was Deuce McBride, even though they wasn't ready, they still played though.
Yeah, he's been hurt a little bit too. That toe, he's been having a toe issue for a little bip of time, last couple of years. I'm not sure if that's the same issue that's going on now, why he ain't getting no burn or nothing like that. I don't know what it is, but he ain't getting no burn. Tyler Kolek didn't burn. Hunter Purdy not getting too much burn, so you got to watch out for him. Like you said, the roster is deep. I thought Hunter Purdy, in my opinion, I like Hunter Purdy set. He grabs rebounds, he defends the ball, and he can score. He ain't getting no burn. I like Hope. What? I was ready for him. He ain't getting no burn. You want to know why?
He'll get some tonight.
Because Mitch ain't on tonight.
Yeah, definitely
should. Anyway, he should.
Well, listen. Let's hope that the brother, let's hope that he does get some burn. Listen. We it's always about the name on the front of the jersey anyway. We love every player in the Knicks uniform, all of them. I don't love the Warrior more than I love Cone Daddy. I don't like Tyler Kolek more than I love any of them. I love them all the same. You know what I mean? I'm quite sure that's the way it goes because they play for the New York Knicks. But we also got to keep it 100 up in here. The young man is not getting no burn until me. This is my personal opinion. How you a two-way player? You a second-year player, and you let a rookie who came in this year get your minutes.
Just saying.
Period.
Ladies and gentlemen, sometime, you gotta be like, Coach, you gotta play me. How you gonna play him before me? Because I believe in this here. If you let a dude take your spot, then you don't deserve to play. If you let a dude bust your butt on the court, you can't pop shit about the coach. If you go out of the court and the dude put up 20 in your grill, you can't blame the coach. You wasn't the one playing defense. All I'm saying is here, what is they not seeing if a Cone Daddy? I don't care. I want to hear all that about he's a young guy. All of them young.
They all young.
They all young. I'm not throwing shade at him. I want to figure out why he's not getting no burn. It's one thing to say, okay, I'm gonna put you in a couple of minutes a game, or I'm gonna put you in a game when somebody go down. He literally is not getting none burn. Even
barely even garbage time. Barely garbage.
Let me give you two guys. There was a Sims, and then there was an Obi Toppin. They were completely different reasons why. Sims couldn't get it together. We needed him. He would come in. He just couldn't grab the ball right. Wasn't doing it. He moved on. Still didn't get it together.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
But Obi moved on and became a big part of that bench unit for Indiana. Big part of that bench unit. There was no room for him over here with Randall and everything like that. And they didn't really build him up like that. Now, after all this time that we've been waiting, that we say, okay, there'll be an opportunity for Bacone, there'll be opportunity for Bacone. I think that Brown, it's not just Brown. Brown trusts his team. When I say his team, I don't mean just the guys on the court. I'm talking the 10 guys that sit next to him, the guys that are over in the practice facility, everybody that's watching everybody. So there's a reason. Let's just say, just for instance, he does move on, and he becomes Sims. Then we know that there was something that he didn't add up to NBA material. But if he becomes Toppin, then we say, okay, he just didn't do it here in New York.
Right.
And that was that.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. The two dudes ain't playing. The same two dudes we talk about every day getting traded.
Nope.
That's why they ain't playing. The reason why McCone not playing and Yabusele not playing, because they don't want to get them dudes hurt. They mess around going that court and get hurt. That's trade. Them dudes is out of here, bro.
Yep.
And if I was Daddy A, I would want to be out of here.
Yeah.
Yabusele both of them.
I would like, trade me, man. You know what I mean? I would say trade me. If you a real NBA battle player, you really care about your game, and you want to be a player. If I was Bacone Daddy, I'd be like, New York Knicks, trade me right now.
Yeah, because they brought in development coaches for these young guys, shooting coaches and development coaches for them. So he's on his way out. It's unfortunate, but you know what I mean.
And they both got money attached to them, so
but it's. I'm telling you, that kid will probably be good. He just probably needs a different situation for him.
Yeah, a quieter light. A quieter light.
Everybody's
not Broadway.
New York City.
Maybe. I don't know.
He's far away from home, no support, things like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's different. You know what I mean? It's not everybody's not the same.
As much as we should harp on Frank Ntilikina, this man came from Europe at 18 years old in a big city. That's what I think about Daddy A. You coming to another country, 18 years old, young dude, and you not coming to any place. You coming to the Mecca. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to some old little small town where there ain't a lot of shit going on. Even Frank Ntilikina, I was like, when he first got him, like, damn, this dude coming straight from Europe, straight to the apple, the rotten apple, Gotham City. And that ain't easy to do. They
said Frank loved the ladies. That's what.
Yeah. You don't got your family around. You know people. It's crazy.
You got like 4 families around here, from what I heard.
Yeah. Frank, they said loved the ladies. Yeah, he loved the ladies.
The ladies, yes, he did.
But no, let me get into this thing right quick, this NBA thing. But yeah, I do think I like to say good topic though, ladies and gentlemen, because I do think that's important because like I said, it's not about negative stuff about Bacone Daddy A. We want the best for that young man. Yeah. But the best thing I think he should do is one out of New York because think about the next 4 years. Where he gonna play at?
Right.
You don't want that man to sit on the bench for the next 3 years, knowing that we trying to win a championship and there's a lot of guys in front of him. He be wound up playing in Europe if you don't get him to another team. Let the man go somewhere, trade him, give him somewhere where he have an opportunity to hone his skills in to get better. And then he say, you know what, you Nick, that's what you get for trading me. That's what you get for not playing me, I meant to say. I'm going to show you that I could play. But if you ain't going to let me play here, let me go play somewhere else. Because that's what I would do. If I love the NBA and I want to be competitive and I want to be able to play in this league, you might not be able to play here. That's all. No big deal. It's all good. But listen, this is what I want to do, later. Let's
dude speak his language can't even play.
But here, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm talking about. This is my time of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, check this out right now. Here we go. The New York Knicks, 1.5 games behind the Detroit Pistons, 22-29. They lost to the Clippers last night. They lost to Utah the night before Detroit. What did we say early? They haven't played.
That's right.
I said they haven't played nobody yet. Now, guess what they got tomorrow night? Luka and LeBron and them. They've been on the West Coast. They lost 2 games in a row. They playing stellar competition on a continuous basis. But anyway, 28-24-8 having a good year. They are having a very good year. And they won 18 per game. We won 20 per game. They giving up 112, almost 113 a game. We giving up 113 a game. The way we play and the way they play was almost lockstep, you know. And I don't know how they injury bug been this year, but I know ours have been pretty stellar this year. I still have to say though, right now, Boston lost last night, like Nick Nation said. Then who else lost? Oh, Philly lost last night. Cleveland, Atlanta. You know, that East is starting to shape up the way I think it's going to shape up. It'd be a good. What I'm happy about tonight, ladies and gentlemen, if we can win that game tonight, then we'd be a game out. Even if we lose to San Antonio and they lose to the Lakers, we come back off the West Coast, which I thought were maybe 2-1 or 3-0, one game out of first place. That's what we want. Right now, we know we playing pretty good. We win tonight, we 500 on a row. We even it up, ladies and gentlemen. That's another good thing for us. We even up our road record to a 500. We'd be 7-7. Am I right? Yeah, 7-7. And I'm happy about that. We the top of we 5-2 in the division. We 18-8 in the conference. We got the second best conference record in the East behind them, Detroit. You know, we got the best last 10 game winning record, 8-2. So that's why it's important to win that game tonight. And just try to. I think our defense has been a little bit off shot powers lately. I think we've been giving up a lot of points. Like I said, we gave up a lot to the Hawks. We gave up a lot to Miami. We gave up a lot to somebody else. I think Cat had a pop in that night. So I do want to see us tight up. But overall, we scored 120. We only giving up 113. That's why we win. That's why we 22-9 for that reason. We giving up less than we scored.
9.
Yeah, you know what I mean, and that's important because we giving up 113, but we scoring 120. And if we do that the rest of the year, damn right we win a lot of games. So I think that's pretty good for me, man. And if you look at overall in the conference, even in the West, so right now we got the fourth best record in the NBA. Oklahoma City, Detroit, San Antonio, us in Denver. That ain't bad under all the circumstances that we've been doing. And we got these guys tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Wednesday night. We'll be in San Antonio, ladies and gentlemen. And look at they almost identical with us. Look at what they're doing. They scoring 121.1. They giving up 113.6. Look at the Knicks. Knicks giving up. They scoring 120.5. They giving up 113.7. And we just beat them in the cup game. So you know that's gonna be a revenge. That's a James Brown big payback game for them guys in San Antonio on Wednesday. But Nick Nation, man, like I said, like we scoreboard watching. I like where we at under our circumstances, and that 22-9 ain't nothing to sneak at, man. That's just pretty dope for the Knicks right now.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping for 23-9.
Yeah, fact. Yeah,
I think we should run through this team. I think this team, you know what I mean. They'll give us a push. You know, Zion definitely has always been rumored to want to come to New York, so he'll probably try to put on his best performance. But I mean, I personally don't want him here.
I ain't trying to go slow.
Exactly. So hopefully we just, you know what I mean, grind through this team. You know, bring the energy, grind through this team. You know, we'll miss Mitch, but, you know, next man up for a game. And it's like I said, this is not a team that we should be scared of, but it's a team that, like anything else, they are an NBA team. So you got to respect them because anybody can beat you on any given night. So play hard. Just bring the energy.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, All-Star game too, ladies and gentlemen. We got the All-Stars in there. We got to vote them guys in. Shot Powers, man, give me some thoughts on this game tonight. What you're looking for, man? What you think we need to do? And don't fall into no trap tonight because you like this is definitely a trap game, ladies and gentlemen. No question about that.
With who we have out and who we're gonna play, I just think the Knicks can overcome. I don't think this is going to be a game that's won in the first or the second quarter. I think this game is going to be an after the half game when the Knicks really start to take over. And I mean, we used to be used to seeing the Knicks falter a little bit in the third quarter, but they play a little bit better in the third quarter. And I mean, they do go on. They stay a little more set fast in third quarters, not like prior. We used to be the third quarter doom. Oh, here come the third quarter. Not so much now. You know what I mean? Not so much now. So I think that's when we start to take over. I think we go into the half about even 54, 54, 54, 56, something like that. And I think we, really take hold of the third quarter. to propel us in the fourth quarter. So I'm not underestimating this team. Like I said, if the Knicks don't come with the A game, they get the butt whipped. So I think the Knicks get out there and play some good basketball tonight. You know what I mean? Starting with controlling the pace, grabbing their rebounds, and hitting their free throws. Shooting 37% from the 3-point land and about 27 assists down the stretch. The 28 assists tonight should be more because against this team, I want to see the ball moving. I want them to do different things. There's going to be different guys in the lineup, so they're going to have to adapt quicker. You know what I mean? The Warriors going to have to adapt quicker, which he's been doing great. He's starting to fill in, you know what I mean, looking better, not clearing everybody out and telling everybody to move over. But I think he's playing good basketball. And I think that the Knicks stay steady at the free throw line around 80% tonight. I got the Knicks winning tonight, you know what I mean? And I think they win by a good margin. I got the Knicks 124 to 107. 107. I want them to try to keep a team under 110 points. And this team is a team that I believe that they can do that too.
Yeah, before I let Jay Children go, size 9. Jacob Toppin is out for the season. He's with Atlanta. He's out for the season, though, size 9. He's with Atlanta, but he's out for the season. He started playing pretty good at the end of the year for them last year, too. Real quick, before I give it to Jay Children, I forgot to put this, say this. Phoenix and Washington tonight, Milwaukee and Charlotte. Ladies and gentlemen, don't sleep on the Charlotte Hornets. They're going to mess around and get in that play, and I'm telling you, they got some uber talent down there. They're going to mess around. And they knocked the 11 games. They win 11, but I think that the 10th seed in the East got 15 games. Watch the Charlotte Hornets. That's all I'm going to say.
That quadruple kid.
They're 12 right now. They're 12. They right under the Bucks.
They got
Giannis is back.
They got
Giannis is back.
You're right about that. That Quadruple kid ain't a joke, man. He just broke a record for them.
Mueller and Bridges and Trey Mann and you name it. They got some talent down there. They just got to put it all together. But I think they got
Colin Sexton went there too, didn't he go there?
Beat a couple of good teams, man. They beat a couple of good teams over the week. That's why I say that they knocked out some big teams in the East this recently. But yeah, real quick, then we got Denver and Miami. Let's hope Miami lose that one. Golden State and Brooklyn, Orlando and Magic gonna be a good one. We got New Orleans, Chicago, and Minnesota. And matter of fact, somebody who beat Minnesota tonight, was it Charlotte? Somebody beat Minnesota Timberwolves, and they was, I know David Chiller was talking about peaks and valleys, just like we talk about.
Was it OKC?
No, it wasn't.
They beat OKC.
They beat OKC. Who did they do? Oh, I just watched that game.
What was it? And Oklahoma City, Cleveland, and San Antonio tonight. That's another good game.
We going for San Antonio in that game.
That's right. Yeah, go ahead, Jay. Do your thing, man.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you a couple things. One, I am so excited to see when this team is in full health. Full health. Everybody's there. Hart's there. Kolick is in full health. Now we got McCullough Jr. there. I want to see this team rock in full health. And when we do, I really believe once they catch that gel, that Italian, when they get there, I really believe that we're going to be very unbeatable. I think we're unbeatable now, but imagine when we are full health.
I'll be on.
Because we're not at full health yet. We're close, but we're not there yet. I really believe that it's going to do a lot for us. As far as tonight goes, I want us to play smart. Not knock on wood, no injuries, play smart, let the ball move around. I want us to get a nice lead. I want to see a lot out of our kids. And so what I'm thinking, yep, that's true. That was it. When I'm thinking is that the player for me tonight, McCullough Jr.
Yeah, you mother ride that train, brother.
Yeah,
ride that train.
I really believe what he showed the other night. He's gonna have more time to do it tonight. More time. So, let JB gonna do what JB does. I want to see OG really play good defense. Not that to me, I think that something happened to him. He's working his way back up to be the best he can be, even though I know he is still elite. So you know what? I'm gonna tell you this, man. My score is, and you're gonna be like, all right, but I'm going with 131 to 106. 131, 106.
Jeez.
You talking about
131 to 106.
I know you said 107. I wanted to say 107. I was going to go with your 107, but I got to dollar it. So, yeah, 131. Yeah, so I had to throw a little dollar. The old token for the subway, bing, and throw it in there. So,
But Nick
yeah,
Mason, man,
and that's the score, man. Let's get him, bro. Let's get him. The team the guy.
we need this one tonight.
Yeah, Mikhail's my guy tonight.
Okay.
I'm hoping that he can, work hard on Trey Murphy, if that's the matchup, and on the offensive end as well too. Because I was a little bit disappointed in Clarkson because it's the consistency point for me. Like this game, like I said, I was looking for him last game because when we're not home, we're on the road. Clarkson's a vet. Clarkson, I think that's why that game was a little too close because Clarkson really didn't contribute much, especially on the offensive end. I'm hoping that today he can, step up, play the game, and do what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like that, we need Clarkson at those stage points in time, especially on the road. Rookies tend not to, do as well. So Clarkson, we need you. Deuce, you know what I mean? We'll see how they play him. I'm pretty sure his minutes will probably be limited. He'll probably get 15 minutes or something like that tonight.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Between 15, give or take. You know what I mean? So, but hopefully, we just, I think we could just grind this team down. I think our second unit, takes us over the top. We don't have that double tandem, that dominating, as far as the center's position tonight. Because without the anomaly, we look different. That's really been the secret to our success is that we put so much pressure on you at the 5 position. We put extreme pressure. You know what I mean? You got a dude that's coming off the bench that is dominating, and then backing up too, coming against second unit guys. And even when your first guy comes in, Mitch, can battle and whoever it is. So, and then between Towns having you on the outside, that's really been, I believe that's been a real secret to our success is that we put a lot of pressure on you at the 5 position.
Yep.
So, you know what I mean? We stretch you, and then, we got a guy on the inside that's ripping offensive rebounds, which then causes you to slow your game down because you can't run as much because why? You got to have at least 2 guys. You know what I mean? So it takes you out of sync a lot. So where, all these teams that talk about they get down and just run and run and run, all of a sudden with us, it doesn't look the same. And I think that's a lot of times the responsible point is because of Mitchell Robinson. He brings a lot. That anomaly brings a lot to the game. And then you got Cat out there. You know what I mean? So I don't see nobody. I'm looking at this team. I looked at their roster again tonight. I don't see nobody can handle Cat again. So I think he should have a strong game again tonight. And let's see, and let's see what the captain will be captain. My score, I suck at this, but I'm gonna go.
You don't suck at it, man. Don't sweat it.
I'm gonna go 114. I'm gonna go 114 to 126.
Okay, that's a good one.
You be killing me when you go backwards. I'll be wondering what you mean.
Well, listen, I'm gonna say this tonight. What I do want to see now, I think we need to get back to our defense principles. That's first of all. I really believe that because this team,
agreed.
They young, energetic, hungry. They run up and down the floor like a bunch of jackrabbits. They don't shoot the 3 ball well. That's just not what they do. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, Zion's coming off the bench for them.
Mm-hmm.
He's been coming off the bench for them guys. So that's what's crazy about this thing. The last couple of games for them, he's been coming off the bench. And
they want him gone. They want him out of there. That's why.
Yep, and Trey Murphy's that guy. Him, I think he's gonna be the main dude in that starting lineup tonight that we're gonna have to really keep an eye on. And I think we got
supreme wing defenders who can slow some of that down. You ain't got to stop it. You need to slow it down. Don't let them shoot 48%. Let them shoot 40%. No, I don't give you score 30. Make it 40% shooting 30, not 48% hitting 30. I just think that they decimated like we are. They a lot of their top players is out. I don't think they got too much for the Knicks. And I think my player of the game tonight gonna be Pregame Daddy, ladies and gentlemen. So,
all right.
So Cone Daddy.
Yeah, I want to see that. All right. No, we heard it. I heard it.
I think Deuce. I didn't pick my guy. I think it's going to be Deuce tonight. I think in the limited minutes, I think he's going to have a hot shooting night.
Yeah, on the real, that's just having fun with it because we just
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
Another one. I
want
want him to play. That's why I said that. But I think my play of the game tonight. Listen, they don't. Jeremiah Fears is a good offensive player. He don't got nothing for Jalen Brunson. I can't even pick these big dudes we got because they ain't got nothing for them. But somebody who I want to see really get a good offense game and just get a straight overall good offense game. I want to see DeWarrior have about 12 or 13.
Okay, I can get that. That's a good one.
I would like to see DeWarrior get crack double digits in scoring and Mike Brown keep them out there a certain amount of time and they let them young boys cook. Let Jalen Brunson and Cat do what we do. They can keep bring us home. But I want to see them young guys get that. I definitely want to see DeWarrior get out there and maybe get like 12, 13, 5 rebounds, couple of steals, shit like that. You know what I mean? So, but it's good, man.
And Koldick is available, by the way. So you know what?
He is available. Okay,
he is available. So you know what? If they did let Dottier play, it would be really nice to see a Koldick, McCullough Jr., Dottier, DeWarrior. That would be a dope lineup, man. I'd be and Huckaporty. And Huckaporty. Let them all go run and see what.
As long as we winning, I don't want to.
I wouldn't want them out there unless.
That's the second quarter right there.
I'm glad Deuce is back, man. And Shaman ain't far away, ladies and gentlemen. For what I say,
by next year.
Beginning. We'll be deep like the abyss, and we ready to roll into the All-Star break. Hopefully, Josh Hart be back by then. Everybody be healthy. And if nobody don't get injured in the process, everybody in the NBA get injured. This year, every time you turn
the head coming out that All-Star break with the whole team healthy, man.
That'd be nice.
Yep.
Well, let's get it, man. Before we get to the game and everything like that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see y'all Wednesday night, San Antonio. I'm hoping by tomorrow night, Detroit take that against LA Lakers, and I think Luka and I think Luka gonna beat them tomorrow. I think the Lakers are better than the Clippers right now. And Lakers is right up there in the standard. They are playing pretty good basketball in LA too. So with LeBron back in the fold, Reeves and Luka and so on, Ayton and all them, they're gonna get Detroit a run for the money. I don't think Detroit beat them tomorrow night. I don't really know. I think Detroit finally running into juggernaut team. Look at their schedule at the beginning of the year. I was like, hey, listen, they got a cheap schedule. Knicks had a hard schedule than them dudes by a long shot. And and we've been injured like crazy. Let's see how it goes. We'll see y'all in a couple of days. And we got them when we get back home about another week from now. I think we got Detroit anyway. So
true.
We got that pickup. That Ayton pickup was a big pickup for the Lakers.
That was big for them. Yeah,
it was for the Lakers. It was.
Yep.
But the Reeves lost for 4 weeks.
He out.
Yeah,
Austin Reeves is out for like 4 weeks.
He's out. He'll be reevaluated in 4 weeks.
Reevaluated in 4 weeks. Yeah,
that team a little bit. He was playing some good ball this year, man.
He was definitely going in the All-Star game. He was definitely on the way to the All-Star game.
But he's averaging like 22, 24 points, like 6, 7 assists.
Yeah, every night.
He was balling.
Well,
and even good. On the other thing, he was dropping points for me. I picked him every day. Every day.
I see the game, but I ain't seen him in a while.
Before we get to the game, get comfortable. Hey, Brother Beater, my brother, thank you for the super chat, brother. Appreciate you, my man. You already know, Brother Beater. Thank you, my bro. APA, them, thank you for the super chat. NYC B-Ball, thank you for the super chat. Don't want to leave anybody out, man. We appreciate you guys.
That's Crim's dad.
Crim's dad. I would say thank you for the super duper. We in here, man. Listen, y'all enjoy the game. We, Divine, Shaw Powers, Nick Nation, Jay Chose in the chat, Knicks. Go down here into the smoothie center and turn that smoothie into a solid piece of something. We got
to a milkshake. Turn it into milkshake.
Milkshake, real talk. Y'all enjoy the game, man. Thank y'all, brother. We'll see y'all on Monday night, man. Let's get it, man.
Peace.
Peace. That's real talk.
Move. Bam, 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 bam.
You are now about to witness the
Knicks real talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't use our YouTube frugal with stats as usual fact. It's your man, the brand, his hands on going hard like calluses. Who style just aiming at your mental with the game analysis on a pregame show. Read the script, you know we get it like crypto in the rip though. I side really cryptic, we locked them from the get go. On this Knicks show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt, the KRT drip club leading up the dip off. We fuel by confidence, put your Nick content in beast mode like my charm. We a cheat code, we roll the ball too far for you to reach on. We get our teach on the show that's fire. Prior to Knicks going to the wire, hit the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, career popped up from the third eye, you heard why. It's the #1 pregame show that's hitting like Soto. But picture the photo of your bros to the link that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding in the orange and blue sky. In Metropolitan, we connect in the vets go wallowing. And the matters with the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming on major platforms of passion. Fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Knicks kid assassin.
You are now about to witness the
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness the
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness the
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire! He's on fire! He's on fire!